Hi everyone, welcome to this Change, Grow and Transform 30-day program to help you live a happier, healthier, wealthier, more abundant life, and even transform your life completely. Who knows? So we're on day 30, and this is about celebrating your journey. And the affirmation here is, I honor and celebrate how far I've come. And I think doing this several times a year, looking at any of the challenges you got through, how you did that, what the result was, and how things turned out as a result of facing that, as well as creating a plan of doing things that you like, enjoy, that are good for you, and then celebrating that equally is really important. And so the affirmation with this is, I honor and celebrate how far I've come. And it's the World card taken from the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. Okay, so it represents the culmination of your efforts and the joy of achieving your goals. This card encourages you to take time to reflect on your journey and celebrate your growth. So every journey deserves celebration. The world reminds us to honor our achievements. Today we'll reflect on how far you've come during this 30-day program and celebrate your growth and discuss ways to continue building on your successes moving forward. The reflection exercise is write down 3 accomplishments or moments of growth from the past 30 days, no matter how seemingly small. Reflect on the effort and commitment it took to achieve them. So if getting out of bed and struggling to actually just get ready for the day, getting out of bed as soon as the alarm rings, having a shower and doing 10 minutes of mindfulness is a massive achievement. If you already do that, but you weren't exercising that much, you weren't going swimming, doing weights, or you weren't doing anything in terms of your social activities and going to see friends, all of those are achievements. It can look like small things to other people, but you've got to work out what is something that's more of a stretch for you. And I remember after my car accident in 2019, I was in a lot of pain. The amount of days that I wanted to stay in bed and not do anything. And I listened to the Mel Robbins, one of her many recordings on the 5-second rule. And literally, when you wake up and you hear the alarm, you say in your mind 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you get out of bed. You don't even think about it. You don't allow any other thoughts to come into your mind. And that really helped me, because the moment I was out of bed, I wasn't too bad. You know, I could have a salt bath, get my body moving, do some yoga. The yin yoga at the time, which was really deep and healing. I would listen to some sound music. I would have some herbal tea. I'd do some mindfulness in the day. And I was doing a lot of those routines because I had to. And that's the thing, if you've had burnout, a serious accident, and just struggle from day to day, say like with your mood, as many of the clients that I've worked with in the past do, then they are achievements. They are huge achievements. If your life is already really well organized and you're very busy, then the achievement is about bringing about balance and having more rest days and downtime days where you're not always seeing people and always doing something. So life is about balance, and sometimes we'll do more and sometimes we'll do little. So you've got to work out what shifts and changes you've made. So let's celebrate your growth and discuss ways to build on your success moving forward. So like I said, write down 3 accomplishments or moments of growth from the past 30 days. So I'm very pleased that in December, I'd wanted to, for ages, actually rejoin the gym. And I hadn't done it in the summer because I'm out in my camper van a lot around different parts of the UK. And you can join national gyms, but when the sun's out, I prefer to walk loads and do water activities. But when the autumn and winter was coming, I knew that that would be the time to really do something, you know, that meant being indoors. So I joined the gym in December, and even though I practice yoga, I've got good flexibility and a fair decent amount of strength, is aerobically I wasn't as strong, because I knew when I walked up hills I could feel it. And so going to the gym was about getting on the treadmill, using the incline feature so that it starts to, you know, challenge your lungs and you're breathing a bit more so that you can strengthen that, and doing the weights, because even though I got quite strong doing the yoga and recovering from the car accident, I really noticed the difference when I moved from doing like 3 or 4 kilos on my arms and then going back to doing 5, and then allowing the body to rest and repair in between. So I'm really pleased with that, because I've been doing twice a week in December, and pretty much done that in January as well. On top of that, I do yoga in the mornings 3 times a week. And that's a standard regardless, because I've noticed, and some people will also notice, either as you get older, you don't maintain the same level of flexibility and strength, and you can lose muscle mass really quickly, especially if you're ill. So it's really imperative on a very basic level to do things to support you to remain strong and active, because the moment you lose muscle mass and you get weaker, it affects so many different facets of your life and just really interferes with your ability to enjoy them. So the world card symbolizes completion, fulfillment, and celebration, represents a culmination of your efforts and the joy of achieving your goals. And you need to, if you don't do this, you've got to do this every day. Even, what did I do well today? How can I celebrate that? Even if that's a self-affirmation and just saying, yeah, well done, I got through that. I didn't think I was going to get through the week. New challenges came up that I wasn't expecting. At the end of the week and at the end of the month, certainly do that. Look over that, okay? So it takes time to reflect on your journey and celebrate your growth. So every journey deserves a celebration, and the world reminds us to honour our achievements. And today we're reflecting on how far you've come on that 30-day journey. And in the tarot, once you got to the world, you're kind of starting again back at the Fool. So it's a good card to have at this point. So also look at the effort and commitment it took to achieving your accomplishments, any shifts and changes you've made, and celebrate your progress with a small reward or gesture and gift of self-care. And I had a client about a month ago, and I was doing some work with her on creating a very basic plan that she could start to work with. I also used the tarot to help look at where she was now and where she's going, and some tips and tricks from that. And within, she's made a plan, she's doing more, she's enjoying it, she's sticking to it because it's a plan that she can achieve. And she's also met someone and has started dating. And this is the 3rd client that I've had, that once they've cleared out some of the old beliefs, the old energies and patterns that are going on in their system, creates new space, aspiration, and the energy shifts. And then sometimes you can attract your partner, or you're the next person that you're meant to date, whether it's for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. So journal prompts. What accomplishments from this journey are you most proud of? How have you grown or changed in the past month? What practices or insights will you carry forward into the future? And that's really key to remember. So for example, if your plan has been 10 minutes of walking every day because you wasn't doing any walking, well, after about 2 or 3 weeks, you can decide either to do 3 longer walks a week, or you can do half an hour every day if you can fit that in your time. And like I said, when I was going to the gym, hadn't been in the gym for at least 8 or 9 years, maybe a bit longer, because I'd switched to doing yoga and then I had a car accident. So I started on the machines with no weights, because those machines are quite heavy anyway. And I wanted to test my body to see how it responded, because if it goes into too much inflammation, it takes me too long to recover. And then after a couple of goes, I then did it with very small weights, because I'm not rushing, which is what I used to do in the past. I used to go back into the gym thinking, why can't I do 20 to 40 minutes of aerobic exercise on the row machine or the cross trainer at level 9, and that's got me in trouble a couple of times. So I'm taking my time, and I'm looking at constantly how I'm managing day to day, how my body's responding to that. And then I started swimming. And when I started swimming, I was only doing 2 or 3 lengths, because I still had some injury in my shoulder from the accident. And so that can flare up and cause a bit of pain. And I did a few lengths, but started going to see the chiropractor again to straighten that out, and got massages to get some energy running right deep into the muscles. She's a Reiki healer as well, so I get some healing energy from her. And then I increased my swim to 10 lengths, and now I'm doing 18, which is probably what I'll stick at. But I can tell, I can feel, I notice my body more now when it's kind of done enough. And so it's about being able to tune in and recognize what you're experiencing. And so that's my own personal achievement. Is it the same as what I did when I went back to the gym when I was about 25? No. Back then I could go to the gym and I would do an hour and a half in the gym, 40 minutes of aerobic activity, rowing machines, cross trainers, bike, and then three sets of weight, 12 on each weight that I would do 3 or 4 times a week. My body's not in the same place that it was. So you've got to think about what is it that you want to achieve and how can you achieve that, bearing in mind your own personal, aspect of where you are right now in that journey. So get your journal out, use your affirmations, and if you don't do it enough, do it more, celebrate your successes and achievements. We've all got successes that we've had either on our university courses, in business, or we've managed, to get through conflicts in relationships, or even just get to a better place with people if there's been fractured communication or relationships. So hopefully that's helpful. That's day 30. We've got one more to come. And I look forward to sharing that with you. Like I've said in other videos, if you haven't been able to follow every day, as long as you've done day one and you get a sense of what it's about and you've watched the introduction, then you can pick out different days and connect with the energy of that day. And then with the book series that's got a list of books related to each day, go a bit deeper. And if you want to go deeper still, you can contact me as a therapist, as a coach, or you can contact someone else that helps you go much deeper into any one of those facets. Okay, so like and subscribe to my page and put a comment at the bottom and let me know what that was like for you.